So we're talking a bit about Else Marie. And
Yeah.
Do you remember when Linnea told you she was going to have?
No, I don't remember when she told me. But of course I remember she was pregnant, and my mother was pregnant at the same time. You know, so that was quite unusual.
Yeah.
And I was at a school. Was it? Ja, hem var där inne skolan can't think of the name now. What the school was, but you know, I was notified that I had to come home. It was in the middle of winter, and it was a bad winter, lots of snow, and here was my mom, pregnant, and had all these little kids around her, you know. And how is she going to get to the hospital? You know, and I remember Linnea wrote to me and said, you have to come home. And so that was tough, but I felt I didn't have a choice. I had to come home. So I came home in February, because then when she went to the hospital, remember I can't remember how we took her up to Helga Linnea, but Linnea tells me she remembers she walked up to the bus there in Jamsrud, and she got on the bus. Her feet were all swollen and everything, with a big stomach, and she just had to get to the hospital. So she was in for 2 weeks before Kurt was born, and just waited. And they let her do that, because what could we do? I mean, we didn't have a car, I don't think we had a car. Well, my dad was not well either, you know. So she had Kurt, and then, of course, 2 weeks later, Else-Marie came.
Okay, was that close?
Yeah, they're that close. So Uncle Kurt was 2 weeks older than Else-Marie. And I remember them having these little babies, both of them, you know. That was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So.
When did you get to know Else Marie the most, or what do you remember about her as a child?
I guess I don't remember so terribly much, because I was busy with Kurt and Yvonne. She was only 4, so I was busy with them. I don't remember so much. I remember when I came home from America, and her and I really connected. And I remember her sitting on the steps there to their house, and I was leaving, and then she said, "Moster Adi, vänta, Esla kommer sen." I mean, she wanted to go with me. So, but that's just one sentence I remember. Vänta, Esla kommer sen. She called herself Esla. And then I took her with me to Stockholm one time. That was after I came home from America. But I don't remember too much about it. But
when did you spend more time with her after that?
I think that was more when she came over, when she was 17, and she came over to the States. And
did she stay with you, or did you help find her job, or how?
we helped her find a job, yeah.
Okay.
So she stayed with us to begin with,
Okay.
you know, till she found a job. But we found a job in Arcadia there for Hortons.
For,
Dr. and Mrs. Horton. And they had kids,
okay. So
and so she helped them. You know, that's kind of the only job she could
yeah.
get. She might have been able to get other kinds of jobs, but you know, it was new, and this was close to where we lived, so.
Did she want to come to the States? Do you remember?
I think she wanted just to experience. She wanted to experience more things in life, I think. And that's.
What was she like, personality-wise, when she was 17?
She was quiet. And she was very quiet, actually, but not bashful. But she just had a real soft personality. And
Was she involved with Anna then?
Well, she'd met him,
Okay.
and I know they wrote once in a while, but it was nothing serious. I don't know when. Linnea tells me about when she met Anna, and she was only 16, I think. And skramlant och så där. Yeah, she was telling me they kind of said, well, you don't have to get involved with anybody, or something like that. I guess she was young.
Yeah.
But he liked her, you know, and I know he wrote sometimes to her, but it wasn't much before she.
Did she like the job she was doing?
Yeah, she liked the job. She liked the family, and the kids. They had a little boy. I think he was 2 or 3. And then they had all the kids. But she liked the job. She had a good relationship with the family. In fact, they came to visit her in Sweden after she was married in that house there in Klerbo. Yeah, I think it was just Mrs. Horton came to see her. So that's pretty good, because most families you don't keep in contact with, you know.
So she was, how long was she in the States then, that time?
I think, oh boy, I don't remember, maybe a year and a half, and then she was gonna go home for Christmas and New Year, and she'd gained a lot of weight when she was here, because there was a lot of food and stuff, and so Linnea, she was kind of shocked when she came home, but she only came home for the holidays, and then she left again. So I don't know total how long it could be. Maybe 2 or 3 years, something like that.
Did, was she and Linnea close then as well, or?
Yeah, they were pretty close. I don't think they were as close as later on when they lived close together, and they did things in Elsmey's home and in Linnea's home, and she said we always called each other when we're going to do something to the house, so stuff like that.
Did Anna come over to the States while she was still working with that family, or did they, or she went back to the States, to Sweden, and then they?
No, let me see how it was. I think she was married then. Yeah, she was married when Anna came over.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And he got a job for a cement contractor. They really liked Anna. He liked Anna so much, he wanted him to stay here.
Yeah.
And he even called him after they went back to Sweden, and they said that was close to that he decided to stay.
Yeah.
It was really close. But I remember then she found out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made them decide to go back.
Yeah.
So.
After they went back to Sweden and she started having Patrick and Rika, do you remember much about her during that time period as a mom?
No, I don't remember much about that because.
May Britt,
Yes?
you want to make a salad?
Yes, I'm